Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Leximations Plays Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. Last time we played through the prologue and we met our headmaster, who happens to be a monochromatic bear named Monokuma. We went to the school of our dreams, met everyone who is currently here, as you can see, and we're basically trapped in this quote-unquote school of despair, and in order for us to leave, we must kill someone, as the bear said, before abruptly leaving. And now we are hopefully going to be playing through chapter 1, so let's just get right into it. You must kill someone if you want to leave. My mind froze and my breath caught in my throat as I thought about that. I could feel a paralyzing fear slowly making its way through my body, dominating every last nerve. The air hung heavy on me, pressing down like a weight around my neck. It took everything I had just to endure that weight. Chapter 1. To survive daily life. Dope. But for as heavy as the air felt, all it took to pierce it was her sharp words.
And?
So, what are you going to do now?
Hey.
Just stand around glaring at each other? Her pointed comment was directed at everyone in the room. It helped pull us all back to reality. Right. She's right.
Listen to me!
Sometimes, even if you're nervous or afraid, you just have to step forward. To forget such a simple fact. I can't forgive myself. I'm so ashamed.
You hear me?
Please, someone hit me. I can't forgive myself. Somebody hit me. Punish me. Dude, you gotta calm down. Like, I understand you're a bit, I guess, upsetty spaghetti about all that's happened, but just like, calm down, bruh. We all make mistakes.
Huh?
Jesus, if you have time to yell about it, you have time to do something about it.
However...
Perhaps, but what is the mission exactly?
Stupid!
Idiots look for a way out. Duh.
What the?
And we totally need to find whoever was controlling that stupid bear and beat the hell out of them. But before we do all that, maybe we should take a look at the handbook? It's probably best to check out the school regulations Monokuma mentioned before doing anything else.
This is fine.
True. If we stumble around with no clue what the rules are, something like that might happen again. Shit.
Alright.
Fine.
So then...
Fine. Then let's hurry up and check out the stupid rules already. Ooh. Makoto Naegi. After turning on my e-handbook, the first thing that appeared was my name. So just like Monokuma said, the owner's name showed up front and center. Then, from the main menu that popped up, I selected the school regulations icon. An itemized list appeared on screen. It was the school regulations. In other words, the rules being imposed on us all. Students may reside only within the school. Leaving campus is an unacceptable use of time. Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Hope's Peak Academy at your discretion. Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is strictly prohibited, as is destruction of surveillance cameras. Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate, unless they are discovered. Additional school regulations may be added as necessary. Feeling a slight dizziness, I raised my face up from the screen. Honestly, all of them are pretty, like, good things. Like, hell, even if they want to if they want to walk around, like, butt-ass naked, they can. I don't want that to happen, but I'm just saying, like, my school is a little bit more tight about that whole thing. Like, how a woman could, like, barely wear t-shirts. Like, we had to wear, like, long sleeves or something, and our t-shirts had to cover everything, and it's like, guys could, like, it was so unfair, honestly. Yep, guys can't do tests if our freaking elbows are showing. As I looked around, I saw the same stormy expression on everyone's faces.
Stop fucking around!
This is bullshit. What the hell kind of rules are these? I'm not gonna let them control me. That last sentence seems very blackly like, you know? Well then, why don't you wander around the school without a care in the world and see what happens? Personally, I would love to see what happens when someone breaks one of the rules.
However,
But if he got punished like what we saw before, I don't think there'd be a respawn waiting for him.
yo,
Ever since I was a kid, I grew up with my older brother pounding this into my head. When a man makes a promise, he has to keep it, even if it kills him.
And
So what?
what?
I made a ton of promises I still have to keep. That's so what?
Piece of shit!
So I can't afford to die in here. None of that made much sense to me, but you are saying you will follow the regulations. Is that it?
That's true.
Huh? Oh, well, yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, I have a question. For regulation number 6, what do you think it means exactly? Anyone who kills a fellow student and becomes blackened will graduate, unless they are discovered. You're talking about the second half, right? Where it says, unless they are discovered? I was wondering about that myself. It says that if you want to graduate, you have to kill someone without anyone finding out it's you. Well, why? Why do we have to do that? I don't see any reason to worry about it. Just worry about following the rules as they've been explained to us.
Such ignorance.
Frankly, I don't want to hear anything from someone who waits for others to decide what to do for them. Don't jab at me.
Give me a break.
Or like a full-on stab. Well, for now, let's forget all that silly junk about murders or whatever.
okay.
Now that we know the rules, let's start exploring the school. True, we need to find out where exactly we are. Is there any way out? What about food and supplies?
You understand?
There are tons of questions we need to answer.
Let's do it!
Damn straight. Okay, then let's all start looking around. I'll be going alone.
What?
What? Why? That's a pretty stupid idea, don't you think? Pardon me. Someone here might already have started thinking about murdering one of us. Are you saying we should stand around with them in our midst and make it that much easier for them?
Hold on a second.
Wait, hold on a second. That would never...
What?
Don't bother saying it couldn't happen. You can't deny the possibility. That's why you all seized up with fear when that graduation rule was made clear to you. Am I wrong? But... So I'm simply acting in accordance with what I think is best for me.
Just hold on.
Hold on. Like how I'm gonna let you run off and say whatever you want.
What?
Out of my way, Plankton.
What?
What's that supposed to mean?
Such ignorance.
One tiny bit of plankton drifting across the sea. So minuscule, so insignificant, they couldn't possibly have any kind of influence on the boundless ocean.
You're fucking dead.
I'm gonna kick your ass. Stop it, we shouldn't
What?
fight. Fuck you just say? Fuck you say, you little shit. Some kind of goody-goody little bitch.
You wanna throw down?
Who do you think you are talking to me like that? You think you're my fucking dad or something? No, I wasn't.
You son of a
Fuck
bitch!
you. Wham. You punched me. Nice observation. And I threw it back. It was like something straight out of a comic book. I didn't even see the punch coming. It was just suddenly right there in my face. 1 second I was standing there, the next I was soaring through the air. Now that I think about it, maybe I'd kind of forgotten the kind of people I've been trapped here with. My common sense just stopped functioning. Being around all these ultimates had blown my fuses. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised it led to something as absurd as this. No, my guess is, like, and I don't know, maybe this is just me, but as I've stated in the last episode, and probably earlier in this one, don't remember though, I'm a very non-confrontational person, and I feel like a lot of people are non-confrontational. Yes, some people resort to violence to solve their problems, but I'm someone who likes to solve things with words, and if they're not getting solved, I like to back away from the situation, so that's like, okay, once we're both calmed down and all that kind of stuff, we can get back to the issue at hand. So my guess was Nagy was trying to be a non-confrontational person, not have anybody, like, confronting. He was trying not to have any fights happen, so he was just like, guys, why don't we just, like, calm down and think about this, and then, of course, it led to this. So, you know, you're trying to be the responsible adult while everyone else is kind of being a dum-dum. So I guess I shouldn't be surprised it led to something as absurd as this. But I just lost track of that sense of reality. That was my last thought as my consciousness started to fade. You mean your last monologue? Before it finally cut out completely. And when I finally opened my eyes again, what I saw was... Oh. I'm in a room? God. Huh? Where am I? As if it had become part of my daily routine, I woke up in yet another room I'd never seen before. Okay, so where am I now? You now have access to the Handbook Menu. You can use this to check a variety of information as you play. Open the Handbook Menu by pressing the X button. You can use this menu to check the school regulations and character info in the report card section. At certain points, map and truth bullets may not be available. Truth bullets, I'm sorry. You can also save and load the game under game data under the systems section. Finally, press the back button to review the transcript. This records all pertinent info, so use this to review comments from everyone involved. So there's a map and truth bullets. Oh, review evidence and witness accounts you've made a record of. Okay. View the layout of Hope Speak Academy. This will help guide you to a specific location for the school. Review whatever personal belongings you have on you. There's 114 of them. I'll look into that. Review the report card for each student at Hope's Peak. So there's me, Kiyotaka, Byakuya. This is not in alphabetical order, please. Mondo, Leon, Hifumi, Yasuhiro, Sayaka, Kyoko, Aoi, Toko, Sakura, Celeste. Like how it's just Celeste, like it's not even. Junko, and Chihiro. Regulations. And system. All necessary functions are proper for purpose. And then we have save, load, transcripts. Okay. Options. Oh! Okay. So there's a key here, which is really interesting to me. This must be a key to the room. Naegi, yeah, so. My name's written on the keychain, which means it must be mine, right? I better hang on to it for now. So this is actually interesting to me. This would appear to be the bathroom. Oh, dope. Oh, it's locked? Huh? It's not opening. Do I need to try my key or something? I guess it's locked. Is that all I have to say about it? So it appeared to be the bathroom. Yeah. That's all I have to say about it, I guess. Looks like the door leads outside. It's locked. So some of the rooms have locks, huh? Okay. Oh. There's a piece of paper hanging on the wall which says, announcement from Headmaster Monokuma. Each room's lock has been designed to completely protect against tampering or lockpicking. Remaking an individual room key is quite troublesome, so please make sure not to lose yours. Your room comes furnished with a shower, but please note that the water is turned off at nighttime. Damn, I shower at like 3 a.m. I don't like sleep until like 7 because, you know, why sleep during the night when I can sleep during the day? I'm a vampire. Deal with it. Also, the bathroom in the girls' rooms include a lock of their own. Finally, we've prepared a small gift for each of you. For the girls, a sewing kit, and for the boys, a toolkit. The sewing kit includes a map of the body's vital organs. Once that will do the job, girls. For the boys, we believe a strong blow to the head with any of the tools should be ample. Don't think, just feel, and let's all enjoy ourselves. I crumpled up the sheet of paper and threw it in the trash. Okay, so 2 options here. 1, I'm in a girl's room and someone left my key here so that I could, like, usually locks are only on the inside, so I'm probably in a girl's room and can leave and go to my room, hence why the key was there. Or I'm in my own room and maybe they made one too many girls' rooms and I ended up getting the lock. Or someone's in my bathroom. But that wouldn't... I'm confused, help! Oh, let's check it. Oh, or not the bed. Some kind of lint roller. I guess we're supposed to clean up after ourselves. There doesn't seem to be anything particularly strange about the bed, other than it's literally a cardboard box. Okay, let's check the drawers. Maybe there's something. It looks like there's something in the drawer. It's a toolkit. Okay, so this is the locked bathroom doesn't matter, but why is my bathroom door locked? It's a toolkit. It must be brand new, still in the shrink wrap. I don't really need it right now, so I'll just leave it here. I think I'm starting to understand. This room must be... Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly. This is my assigned dorm room. Someone must have carried me here after I fell unconscious. So that answers that question. The next question is, what's everyone else up to right now? There's only one way to find out, and that's to get out of here. Okay. Leave the area, yes please. I rushed out of the room to meet up with all the others, but there was someone waiting for me there. It was like something out of an old TV show. Wham. Oh, was she... Okay, so he ran into either a wall, a door, or someone else. Someone else, they were probably running with a piece of toast in their mouth. I'm late to class, you know, like just all the shoujo slice of life animes. Oh my gosh, her legs are gorgeous.
Oh, Sayaka? Sorry, are you okay?
I'm fine. I hope you're okay. Sorry about that.
She had an embarrassed smile on her face. I stood up slowly. Are you okay, Sayaka? Are you hurt? You make it sound worse than it is. I'm completely fine. I know how I look, but I've actually built some pretty good muscle jumping up and down on stage. I'm probably smiling all the frickin' time, too. Okay, yes, you jumped up and down on stage, but that's more your leg muscles, not your head muscles, but what do I know? That's good then. But are you okay? You know, from when Mondo hit you? It's true, I got knocked out right there in front of everyone. I guess I revealed my lack of cool right from the beginning. Makoto? Oh, I'm fine, nothing wrong here.
That's good.
Oh, that's good. I was kind of worried. Thanks. By the way, what are you doing here?
Actually, I came to get you.
You came to get me?
Listen.
Well, if you really are feeling better, I was hoping you could come to the dining hall. The dining hall?
You see,
After you got knocked out, everyone decided to go and do their own thing. So we decided it would be more effective if we split up to investigate. So we agreed to get together later on and talk about what we'd each found out. So does that mean it's almost time to get back together? If that's what's going on, then of course I'll go with you.
that's good.
Good. I'll go on ahead and meet you at the dining hall then. Okay. Locked off. Laundry. Bathrooms and stuff, and my guess is dormers? Bath is... Seriously, we can't bathe together. And my guess is this is the dining room because it has a fork and a knife, like, right there. So let us go. This must be the dormitory dining hall. Wait, what's that on the right? You know, where all the trees are? So is that like the outside world, or is that just like painted? Is that like a cement wall with just like painting of trees? Or is that glass? Like, is that like a glass wall and roof where we can leave? Because that seems really interesting. Why would they have that? It's probably not. It's probably cement now that I think about it, but let me imagine, okay.
It looks pretty clean.
So that's good. I guess it's not really important right now, with us being prisoners here and all. Yeah, that's true. Nobody was there waiting for us. We don't really have much choice. I guess we should just wait here for now. Okay, let's just wait here. Huh? You heard that?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Pardon me. Come on, I'm kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition. Or you were probably thinking of the same thing and just deciding to wait here since everybody else is investigating and you don't want to be like, oh, you know? Is it really just intuition? It's kind of sudden, I know, but here comes the tutorial. Right now I'd like to talk about reactions. Oh, you mean what happens in D&D when somebody attacks you and you can react and punch them back? You're gonna be talking to Sayaka, right? Probably, but I kinda wanna investigate everything around here first. Well, while you're talking to her, some purple words are going to appear. Here's how they work. Oh, are you familiar with reactions? No, it just had a Y beside it and I was like, oh, dope. Well, in that case, let me explain. When purple words show up, if you press the Y button, you will go into this reaction mode. Kinda wanna see what happens again. Oh, are you oh, it's the exact same thing. This way you can use the directional buttons to make the selection and the A buttons to confirm it. Also, when it comes to that dialogue, you can review whatever you talked about to look for more info. Talking to someone about things like this is called a reaction. Okay, do your best to enjoy your ever-important school life. Have you gone ahead and used that already? Well, that's just wonderful. Make sure you keep it in mind as the story keeps on moving forward. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk to Sayaka, but I kinda wanna escape a little bit more. I'm not going to go wandering around, I'm just going to wait here patiently. I'm not wandering around, I'm wandering into the kitchen. Speaking of which, I'm hungry, let me get something to eat. Okay, just talk to Sayaka, there's something.
Hey,
By the way, Makoto. Huh? What is it?
well, it's just...
I know this is kind of continuing the self-introduction phase, but I wanted to ask you something. Continuing your self-introductions? We kinda got cut off before, but I had a question I wanted to ask you. Sayaka wants to ask me something. Wonder what it is, now I'm really curious. Oh, seriously?
Hey,
By the way, Mikado, what is it?
well, it's just...
I know this is kind of continuing the self-introduction thing, but I wanted to ask you something. What did you want to ask me? Mikado, did you happen to go to Blackridge Junior High? Were you maybe in class 2? Yeah, actually I was. I knew it! I went there too. I was in class 4 though. Do you remember me? Do I remember? Even back in middle school, she was a celebrity with all kinds of ultimates surrounding her. How could I forget? Almost as surprising as your question was, that she remembered me. We never talked to each other, but somehow she still knew who I was.
Hey,
Hey, are you okay? Oh, yeah, I'm just surprised is all. I wouldn't have thought you'd remember me. You went to the same school for 3 years. Of course I remember. Well, that's true, but there were lots of students in her grade, right? So either she has amazing memory or Makoto just stuck out to her. Because I don't remember anyone really I went to school with except for maybe my handful of friends that unfortunately now I don't really talk to, which is kind of upsetting, but I mean, that's kind of it. Plus, I've never been the type of person to ever really stand out. I've averaged at everything. And all my hobbies are totally normal. Even normal would call me boring.
Aww.
What are you talking about? You're so strange. Strange? That's... She started giggling even louder. That somehow mysterious smile of hers made my heart grow calmer. Her smile was the nicest smile I've ever seen.
That's good.
And I'm really glad that I know somebody here. So if I'm talking about her smile and her giggles and all that kind of stuff, does someone have a little crush? Talking to you has made me feel a lot better about all this. You're amazing, Makoto. No, I'm really not. Yeah, he's really not. I'm nothing at all compared to all you ultimates. But you're the one that helped me find my courage again, not any of those ultimate students. Thank you for saying that.
Okay.
And to thank you for helping me out, I'm going to become your ultimate assistant. Huh? My assistant? Yep, I'm your assistant now. I'm going to help you out as much as I can, so let's get out of here together. When she says things like that, it just gets me pumped up. Which is nice, but still, everyone else is still late. Besides that, I don't even know what time it is right now. There must be a clock around here somewhere. Yeah, there's a clock. Let me you. So what time is it right now? What, 7 o'clock at night? You were unconscious for a pretty long time. That's damn near, that's 11 hours, give or take. Because I got here at 7, passed out until around 8. And my guess is that the whole thing took about an hour, maybe even one game. Then I got knocked out by Mondo, so I have been out for like 11 hours, give or take. You were unconscious for a pretty long time. I see. Without being able to look out a window, I've lost all sense of time. I've been in quarantine this whole time. I've lost all sense of time, honestly. If I have to stay in this place for too long, I might go crazy.
Hey,
I can't believe no one's here yet, but I'm sure they'll start showing up soon. Almost like he timed it, Taka threw open the dining hall doors right as Sayaka said that.
Hey!
Ah, Mikado, Sayako. So you two got here first, huh?
How unfortunate.
Too bad. I was sure I'd beat everyone here. I guess that just means I don't have enough fighting spirit yet.
Got it!
Well, I won't give up. Next time, I swear I'll win, no matter what it takes. Justice shall always prevail. That's a bit much, don't you think? And soon after that, everyone else came strolling in one after another. After a few minutes, everyone had gathered in the dining hall.
Okay, it looks like everyone's here. Time to start the meeting! Let's all go around and share what we found out during our respective investigations. The sooner we find out what's going on, the sooner we get out of here.
Alright.
Hold on a sec.
Wait, hold on a sec.
What are you talking
What's
about?
wrong? What about... what's her name? You know, the silver-haired girl? Yeah, Kyoko. What about her? She is not here? What? I took another look around the dining hall. Sure enough, she was nowhere to be seen. I wonder where she went. Has anyone seen her? But everyone just shook their heads.
Huh?
Wait, so nobody's seen her? Why hasn't Kyoko shown up yet? Could be because...
Yes, indeed.
Stabbing, strangling, bludgeoning, crushing, hacking, drowning, igniting. How you do it doesn't matter. You must kill someone if you want to leave. It's as simple as that. The rest is up to you. Give it your all to achieve the best outcome in the worst way possible. Is it possible? Is she really? No, I'm just overthinking things. Suna Kyoko, you're really going to be late like this on the first day of school? Well, I mean, it's technically nighttime now, but... I mean, that's just me, but I'm pretty sure like 7 p.m. is classified as nighttime, you know? That's when you have like supper and share what's happened in life. Not only is she late, she didn't tell anyone she would be late. Most unbecoming personality trait.
Come on.
You're being a real jackass right now, you know? Well, what do you want me to do? Punctuality is everything.
You hear me?
Now then, I declare that the first session of the Hope's Peak Academy briefing meeting has begun. Mikado, actually, first of all, I've talked enough. Maybe we should listen to what everyone else has to say. Okay, let's do that. You know, what's up? I feel like I really have become your personal assistant. Don't you agree? Ooh, she blushing. It's probably hard to see, but she blushing. I may not be the best assistant in the world, but I'll give it everything I've got. No, you've really done so much as my assistant. Okay, so since we're in the dark about all this, let me lay out what's been going on. Everyone split up to investigate different parts of the building, but
You see,
Byakuya and Taka each went off on their own, and so did Kyoko. So, I don't want to know who's all in groups and all that kind of stuff, if anybody did groups, which it seems like it did, but I'm just gonna like press Y, go to every person, and just read it, okay? I wanted to try and find some clues as to who's responsible for imprisoning us here. But unfortunately, I made no such discoveries. That's all from me. Really? That's it? If I'd uncovered anything, naturally I would have more to say, but I didn't, so I don't. Right, understood. Okay, so since we're in the dark about all this, let me lay out what's been going on. Everyone's split up to investigate.
you see.
Byakuya and Taka each one's on their own. I spent some time looking around the dormitory and...
Listen to me!
There I made the discovery of the century. I found out there was exactly one room for each person. Well, yeah, I figured that out before anything else.
Yeah.
Each store already has a nameplate on it, so I guess all the rooms have been assigned already. Each room key was attached to a keychain with the owner's name precision etched onto it, which confirms that the room I was in earlier is, in fact, my room.
And plus,
And Shikaro and I found out that all the rooms are totally soundproof. Your next door neighbor could scream their lungs out and you wouldn't hear a thing. I love each room also has a private bathroom which could also lock. But it looks like there were only locks on the bathrooms in the girls' dorms. Huh? But when I checked my bathroom door before, it definitely seems like it was locked. Good thing that he remembered that, because I was like... Good thing that they actually talked about that, because I'm like... Why? Why? That's weird. I should double check that later.
Hey, come on.
Okay, so they got a bunch of rooms ready for us. They're assuming we're gonna be here a while.
Quiet down and listen!
Well, better to have than have nots. At least we don't have to worry about surviving like wild animals. That can't be all you have to report, can it, Mr. Honor Student?
Got it!
That's all from my report. Let's move on to whoever's next. Blah blah blah. They are all investigating.
You see,
Yaki and Taka and Kyoto. Looks like Leon, Hiro, Junko, and Chihiro all grouped up together. We went all up and down the school, double checking the windows and all the hallways and classes. We wanted to see if we could get any of those middle plates to come off. And what happened was nothing. Not a damn thing. We couldn't get a single one to budge even a little.
what should I do?
There wasn't any hope of escape anywhere. The school really has been totally cut off.
This is bad.
It sucks.
Bad.
It really sucks. It sucks. What the hell are we gonna do?
Hey, come on.
Goddamn, calm down. You're starting to make me nervous. Already rude.
You see,
They all went off on their own. They were in a little group. The same goes for Kina, Sakura, and Monto. Celeste, Toku, and Hifumi were left over, so they joined up. We thought maybe we could find some way to communicate with the outside, so we went looking all over.
sorry.
But we didn't find a thing. Sorry.
Yo,
I went back to the main hall thinking maybe we could do something about the giant hunk of metal.
what?
But even with Sakura
What?
and both, it wouldn't budge. We hit it with desks and chairs and nothing. It was hard as like metal.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, it is metal.
This sucks.
You're not better than me. Well, if we're gonna get out of here, it's not gonna be through there. I feel like I could just cry, but no, I have to hold it in. I have to manage my hydration.
So then,
I shall tell you what happened next. It had nothing to do with communicating with the outside world, but it's still worth worrying about. In both the school and dorm areas, there were a set of stairs leading up to another floor. I saw that earlier. But there were gates there, and we couldn't find any way to open them, so we couldn't check it out. Yep, I saw that earlier when we were going to the gym, and I looked to the left, and it looks like that was a set of stairs for the gate as well, so I'm guessing that was the second school dormitories or whatever that they're talking about. In other words, at this point, we are only able to search the first floor. And even then, we have limitations. We can't go to this one place, we can't go to the bathhouse. There was another duct tape area place. The nurse's office is closed off.
however,
We can further assume that there is potentially something above the second floor as well, most likely. And if that's the case, there's at least a chance it may lead to a way out. Yeah. I'm in the dark. Help me. The
You
investigators.
see,
Dope. They were by themselves. They were a group. There we go.
let's see.
If I'm being honest, I can't quite say we acted as one. Rather, we did nothing as one. We spent the entire time in the gym.
Most unfortunate.
Honestly, we are not exactly the type to go running around the school like a gaggle of junior detectives.
What the hell's wrong with you?
What the hell were you thinking just staying around the gym the whole time? When somebody gave you invited me along, nobody said, hey, come with us. I blame you for leaving me out. It's your fault.
What the?
If you wanted to go with someone, you should have just said something. Forget it, like I want to go anywhere with a slut, like, with a... like I didn't want to go anywhere with a dirty slut like you.
Huh?
Slut? That is actually very rude. Your mind is as thin as your body. You make me sick to my stomach. That is... Okay, that is honestly, like... I understand, fictional characters, all that jazz. But the sad thing is, a lot of people actually do say stuff like that. And that is, like, honestly repulsive. That is disgusting behavior. Even if you think someone's, like, a whore at school or whatever, you don't vocalize your opinions. And hell, that person may be one of the nicest, sweetest people you would ever meet.
Are you for real?
I don't even know how to react. How can you say something so awful to someone you just met? That's my thoughts exactly.
hey, come on.
Alright guys, everybody just calm down, okay? All the stress is bad for your skin, you know? Yeah, it sounds like you two are so close now. You're fighting like sisters. I don't think that's what's going on, Sayaka.
Hey,
So that's what they have to say, huh? Then I guess I'm the only one left. Let's try to have a look at the dining hall, where we are now. I found a fridge in the back of the kitchen, and it was overflowing with all kinds of stuff.
That's good.
I guess we don't have to worry about food at least. Sure, for now, but even with all that, there's 15 of us. How long can food last? You can just eat sesame seeds or something. Huh? What am I, a parakeet? I don't think we have to worry about it. All the food gets restocked automatically each day. At least that's what Monica said. You saw him?
Okay.
Yeah, he came out of nowhere while I was checking the fridge. Told me that, then disappeared again. He was so fast. I can't believe someone could have been moving him around with a remote control.
That's...
A weaponized toy that can just appear from nowhere? I can tell if we're supposed to be afraid or not. But was everything okay? He didn't try to, like, eat you or anything.
Huh?
Eat her? What do you mean by that? I mean, when you say eat, what kind of eating are we talking about? That's kinda gross. Oh, come on, man.
Hey, you bastard!
What the hell, fatty? You're acting like some kind of sleazy drunk dude.
Actually,
I feel like there's a good kind of drunk dude.
Hey!
Hey, stop screwing around, all of you. Are you still asleep or something? We're prisoners here. We could all just die at any second. She's right. We can't be making stupid jokes right now. We gotta do something or... A voice cut through the noise, interrupting Rondo. You're all spending an awful lot of time yelling and carrying on. Do you really think you can afford to do so? Have none of you accepted the reality of the situation?
yo!
Chucka, what the heck? Where the heck have you been? We already started the meeting without you. She didn't say a word. Instead, she just dropped a piece of paper on the table. Huh? What's this? It appears to be a map of Hope's Peak Academy. A map? What the? Where did you find this?
Well,
It doesn't matter where I found it.
What the heck?
It does matter. You're really freaking us out right now.
but more important,
Never mind that. What's it mean?
it would seem...
Just look at it. The building we're in right now is laid out in precisely the same way as Hope's Peak Academy. So what you're saying is, this really is Hope's Peak Academy.
It's true.
Well, in terms of its construction, yes. But it looks like it's had a number of strange renovations into it. Renovations?
However,
I don't know all the details yet. All I found was the details about the first floor. But then, this really is Hope's Peak. We didn't get kidnapped or taken to some other place. So stupid. It's not even possible. This is where the country's future leader is supposed to come and learn. But if this really is Hope's Peak, where are all the other students? Come on, guys, let's just stop talking about all this, you know, negative stuff. But aren't you worried? Things don't look too good.
Yo!
Worried? What's there to be worried about? I mean, this was all planned out, right? The people in charge of Hope's Peak put this all together, right? Man, if I got stressed every time something like this happened, I'd have ectoplasm shooting out of my mouth.
You know?
Good things come to those who wait, right? So we just got chill and everything will work itself out.
what's your
Why are you
problem?
laughing? What's so funny? I'm just happy, that is all. It seems splitting up to investigate is a good idea after all. Haven't you been listening? Looking around was a total waste of time. We didn't find a way out, didn't find who's behind this. We still have no idea what's going on.
Oh,
Huh? Is it not crystal clear to you what is going on?
are you okay with this?
It is perfectly obvious that we have been imprisoned in some secret location with no way out. None of us had any response to that. We didn't want to accept that reality, but it was staring us right in the face. You didn't have to say that. Go and say that. I was trying not to think about it. No way out. We're trapped here. What are we supposed to do? It's very simple. If you want to leave, you just have to kill. Don't even joke about that. Everyone just calm down, please. We need to stop and think about what to do from here.
Seems like...
There's gotta be something we can do. All we can do is adapt. Adapt to living our lives here from now on. Yeah, that's... I mean... I kind of agree with the hero with the whole good things come to those who wait, but for now, it would be best to just adapt and try finding a way out while things happen.
That's...
Live here? Are you saying we should just accept it?
Do you understand?
A lack of adaptability is a lack of survivability. Survival is not based on who is the strongest or the smartest. It comes down to who can adapt.
Actually,
As someone who has come out on top more than once, I have a suggestion.
What?
Huh? What do you mean? We all understand that we are trapped here, which means we will be spending the night. However, you all remember the rule regarding nighttime, right? Nighttime is from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m. Some areas are off limits at night, so please exercise caution. Sleeping anywhere other than the dormitory will be seen as sleeping in class and punished accordingly.
Let's see.
So regarding this nighttime, I think we need to add a rule of our own. What do you mean? Going out at nighttime should be prohibited altogether. The school regulations do not actually tell us not to go out at night. I would like to make it official. Well, why?
Are you okay with
The way
this?
things are now, every time night comes, we will all start to get worried and anxious. We will all be afraid someone might try to come and kill us. What? If we have to worry about that night after night, for who knows how long, it will wear us down in no time.
I see.
So your suggestion we limit our activity at night as a kind of pre-eventative measure?
Indeed.
However, unlike the other rules, nobody can be forced to comply. We all have to agree to follow it.
What can we do?
I see what you mean, but I think I can agree to that. It's like the goth Alita said. It's like the little goth Alita said. If that's something like that, we're just gonna self-destruct.
Listen to me!
On behalf of all the men here, I agree to comply.
What?
Hey, you can't just decide to speak for us. Well, I mean, is that really so bad? It's not a bad thing. Like, why would anybody need to go out at nighttime? Unless they're doing some secret after-school activities.
This is fine.
So everyone is in agreement? Good. Then if you will excuse me. Huh? Wait, where are you going?
Let's see.
It's almost nighttime. I want to take a shower before it arrives.
I hope you are well.
So, goodbye. Moving with pure elegance, Celeste left the dining hall. Her behavior seemed so natural. I couldn't imagine anyone even trying to stop her. So I guess it's pretty obvious where we go from here. We'll be spending the night, it looks like. Adaptability. So, Mr. Chairman, what's next? One person already left. Well then, what say we call an end to today's meeting?
You understand?
Like she said, it's almost nighttime anyway. We can reconvene first thing tomorrow morning.
Huh?
Do we really have to stay the night here?
What can we do?
We don't have a choice. We can't go for long without getting some sleep.
This
So
sucks.
you have to just give up. That's not fine and good for today, but what do we do tomorrow?
So in the end,
Our only option is to split up and look around again and let everyone know if we find anything. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Then we're done for today? Good, I'm exhausted. With heavy movements, everyone headed off to their private rooms. Makoto, are you ready to call it a day? Yeah, let's go. Alrighty, Roo. Is this really where I'll be staying for the foreseeable future? Oh, that's right, I should check the bathroom one more time before I go to bed. Only the girls' bathroom should have locks on them, right? Alright, let's open it up. Locked. It's no use. It really is locked. Bzz. Bzz. Wrong. Not locked. Holy crap. Jeez, talk about an overreaction. It's like we just saw a ghost or something.
What?
Like some kind of robot bear ghost? What are you doing here? What? Makoto Naegi, this is super duper majorly bad. So bad it's almost magical. Ultra magical, awful attack. In point of fact, I acknowledge that the bathroom in your room has a problem with the door frame. Wait, so the reason it won't open isn't because it's locked? The door just doesn't fit?
Hey,
Did you see the notice? What? Can't you read? Fucking illiterate. Bathrooms in the boys' rooms don't have locks. Yeah. I mean, unlocking a boys' bathroom is kind of pointless, don't you think? No. Not at all.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Well, it's not as pointless, I guess. But I'm no expert on the birds and the bees and all that. Pardon me.
Listen up.
Anyway, there's a little trick to opening this particular ill-fitting door. And that's why I'm here to teach you. Okay, ready? So you just gotta turn the doorknob and lift up while you pull.
Yes, indeed.
Go ahead, give it a try. Turn the knob and lift up the door while I pull. When I did that, the door opened without a problem. See? It opened right up. Isn't that crazy though? Your door's the only one that doesn't fit quite right. You're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? It looks like you're not lucky at all. Bye-bye! Anyway, I simply don't feel like being here anymore. Bye-bye! Hey, wait! Damn it.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Looks like it's nighttime. We all promised we wouldn't leave our rooms now. All I can do now is try and get some sleep. While still mumbling to myself, I collapsed into bed. My eyes closed almost immediately. It's not that I was ready for bed exactly. I was just utterly exhausted. It was as if I'd spent an entire day staring at a TV watching movies. Or like some kind of illusion where I'd been tossed into a made-up fantastical world. Yeah, that feels about right. I know how he feels. Like, I play Dungeons and Dragons, right? And I do that kind of like during the day, and then I usually work during the night when the pandemic decided not to be a horror. And I had to people all the time, and I was just exhausted when I got home. There's no easy way to just accept the situation we've suddenly been dropped into. So, this is how the curtain closed on my first day at Hope's Peak Academy. Soon enough, I was asleep. Would it be too much to hope that when I woke up, I'd realize it was all a dream? It's kind of lame as far as endings go, but I'd be fine with that. Actually, that'd be the best. In any normal school, Mr. Monokuma would be a kind teacher, but when I think about what's coming up, I'm so full of pride and joy. The ceremony earlier today was absolutely splendid. Thank you all very much. Remember that you're all students of Hope's Peak Academy and strive to refine your ideals.
I swear to you, I will send you all off into a new tomorrow!
Okay.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Apparently it's morning, but thanks to the total lack of windows, there's no way to know for sure. Anyway, what should I do now? Maybe I should go find Sayaka and we can figure out where to go from here together. She did say she's my assistant now. Okay, it's decided. I'm gonna head to her room. With a newfound determination, I left my room. I didn't look around. Oh, hey, Taka. So, there's Taka, Kyoko. Move. That's his room. Monto. My room. Oh, Sayaka. Dope. There's a doorbell next to the door. I guess I should use that. Hello? Good morning, Sayaka.
Hi, Makoto.
Oh, Makoto. Perfect timing. Huh?
Listen.
I have a favor to ask. A favor? I was just getting ready to head out. If it's okay, would you like to come with me? Maybe we could talk? Yeah, sure. Where are you headed? I've been thinking that there might be something around here I could use for self-defense. Self-defense? Well, I mean, whoever's keeping us here could show up and attack us anytime. You never know. Whoever trapped us here? Whoever presented us with rules for murdering each other. Whoever put us in this insane position. She's right, we never know when they might attack. So I just want to be able to protect myself no matter what happens. A weapon to protect yourself. Well, now that I think about it, that display case in the gym entryway had a bunch of stuff. Maybe? Oh, the gym? Okay, let's go. Again?
Like I said, I'm psychic.
Oh, I'm just kidding. Seriously, I just have amazing intuition. Okay, now I'm thinking maybe Makoto is mumbling to himself, being like, maybe the case in the gym. Am I really so easy to predict? Anyway, we should head to the gym. For anyone who just hates walking around the school, we've got some good news. You can now teleport using the map section of the Handbook Menu. Or is it apparate? It's as simple as opening the map menu and choosing where you want to go. However, you can only teleport to hallways and marked waypoints. Plus, you can't teleport to places you haven't been or places that are blocked off. And depending on certain story moments, there will be times when you won't be able to teleport at all. Finally, try not to teleport inside any walls. There's a chance you could get lost forever. Well then, good luck and have fun! Okay, let's go, Sayaka. seems like the only way out. Yeah. There we go, and... So yeah. Wait. This... store. This was locked before. What is in here? Oh god, it's my room. Mono Mall? A vending machine. Guess this must be the school store then. There's a lot of things here. I'm gonna... Oh, that's interesting. So, we were going to go to here. Yes. Okay, look around, Sayaka.
Hey, Miguel.
I might be able to find something here to protect myself with. Yeah, I'm sure I'll find something in the display case I can use. Okay. This is the display case, right? Well, there's a helmet, a sword-looking thing, some trophies. Honestly, any of these could probably be a weapon, but the one that's most weapon-esque would probably be the sword. Is this a sword? Oh no, I think it's just a replica. Still, it's pretty impressive. It's completely covered with a gold coating. In a gold coating. There we go, English. But, jeez, I barely touched it and I got that gold stuff all over my hands. Oh, wow, you're right. Your hands are totally gold. I am now King Midas. Even just for self-defense, I think it's a little... Well, it's still better than nothing, I guess.
Hey,
you should take it with you. It might help liven up your room a little. You think so? But I guess you'd better be careful taking it back. You should wrap it in newspaper or something. And just like that, it's been decided. I didn't see anything I could really use for self-defense. Hey, don't worry about it. It's not like you need it right away, right? Plus, if anything were to happen, when the time comes, I'll protect you.
Huh?
You'll protect me? Thank you for saying that. If I've got you on my side, I guess I don't need a weapon after all. Sayaka giggled as she said that. That mysterious smile. I can tell it comes from the heart. It makes me feel at ease. When I look at her, I honestly feel like I can do anything. Okay, we can stop looking for a weapon then. But as long as we're here, let's hang out a bit more. Oh, so we're hanging out. Okay. I know I said I wanted to talk to you. Hang out, not talk. But now that we're here, I don't really know what to talk about.
Sorry.
And I was the one who invited you to come with me, too. Sorry. It's okay. I mean, if there's nothing to talk about, then we can just not talk, right?
Huh?
That's what me and my friends did. We would walk to school together, and sometimes we'd talk, but then other times we were just enjoying each other's company. You don't have to force yourself to talk. We can just, I don't know, stare off into space or whatever. Stare off into space? Oh, but you're probably super bored just standing around doing nothing. No, it's not that it's boring. It's just... I've never really done it before. I don't have a lot of time to just do nothing. And I guess that makes sense. You're not a normal high school student like me. You've got tons of stuff to do every day.
Listen.
Hey, this is kind of out of nowhere, but... Makana, do you have a dream? Well, what about you, Sayaka? What's your dream? I'd love to hear. My dream is... I've always wanted to be a star, as long as I can remember. I grew up without a mother, you know? And my dad works really late every night. I was always home alone. I was just a kid, you know? So, I was really lonely. But that all changed when I saw a pop star on TV for the first time. She was so pretty, like a princess. And she could sing and dance. But more than anything else, there was her smile. Looking at her smile, I could feel my loneliness melting away. I decided that's what I wanted to be someday. I wanted to give that kind of encouragement to others. Eventually, that became my dream. That's so amazing, though. You were able to actually fulfill your lifelong dream. Honestly, it's really incredible. I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. Huh?
You see?
I honestly believe that as long as you keep chasing your dreams, someday they have to come true. But to do that, you can't take your eyes off your dreams, not even for a second. Even if sometimes it's a bad dream, whether you're awake, whether you're asleep, To make your dream a reality, you have to keep your gaze fixed on it, no matter what. In that world, if you lose focus for even a split second, you get left behind. Sorry about that. Need to take a drink of my swole water. You have to keep on swimming against the current, without even taking time to breathe. That's the kind of world my dream lives in. Is it really that tough? Is it not fun at all?
Oh no!
Don't get the wrong idea. It's super fun. But that's exactly what scares me. Huh? I enjoy every single day I wake up and get to do what I do. Everyone in our group is amazing. We're rivals in a way, but they all mean so much to me. We've been performing together since we were young, so they're all like family to me. Without them, I would have given up on my dream a long time ago. To work together and fulfill our dreams together has brought me so much happiness.
But that's why...
But that's the thing that scares me the most. If the world gets tired of us, then what happens? What happens to us? Then the dream dies. Those wonderful days come to an end, and everyone goes their separate ways. Sayaka? She's trembling. She must be terrified. She worked so hard, sacrificed so much to get where she is. She must be terrified of losing it.
You see?
So that's the reason I decided to come to Hope's Peak. Uh-huh? What do you mean? Well, they say if you graduate from here, success is basically guaranteed, which means I could keep on performing with my best friends, forever and ever. At least, that's what I thought. I really did believe that, but now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. While I'm in here, the world out there is forgetting about me. Minute by minute, we're all disappearing. But still... Sayaka?
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here. That was the first time I heard her cry out from deep within herself. She sounds desperate. But I can't understand why she'd feel that way. Trapped here this way, the dream she put so much effort into is on the verge of disappearing forever. And that isn't something that can be fixed with a few kind words. The weight she's carrying, I can't even imagine it.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to complain. I kinda killed the mood, huh? No, not at all.
Sorry.
I'm really sorry. Sayaka? Actually, are you hungry? Before we head back, why don't we go to the dining hall and get some food? So...
Okay.
You want me to make us something to eat? I might not look like it, but I'm actually a pretty good cook. Wow, really? What's your specialty? Chili oil. You mean the condiments? Just kidding. She burst out laughing. Her earlier mood disappeared, replaced by the bright smile I had quickly grown used to. But how did it happen so fast? It was almost like a mask, like some kind of neutral expression. Anyway, we headed to the dining hall to get something to eat before returning to our rooms. The only thing in my room is a fake sword covered in gold. All it does is make me feel that much more uncomfortable. Anyway, there's still plenty of time left in the day. I really don't feel like just staying here. Maybe I'll take a look around. You're about to have your first experience with free time. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. As you live out your school life here, you will be given free time at certain points. During your free time, you can spend time with your fellow classmates to deepen your friendships. You can also give them presents, which can potentially give them an even better impression of you. You can get these presents from the Mono machine in the school store. Come by early and often. At certain points, you'll witness intimate events, and new info will be added to each person's report card. These events can also open up new skills, which will prove useful as everything plays out. We strongly encourage you to develop and deepen as many friendships as you can. Also, keep in mind that when you talk with a classmate, time will pass. When you're finished, you will automatically return to your room. After a certain amount of time passes, your free time will come to an end, and the story will progress. If you prefer not to engage in free time, you can always choose to simply go to sleep to skip it. We wouldn't recommend this approach, but if you absolutely must press forward with the story, then... Anyway, well, why don't you try it out by spending some time with Miss Sayaka Maizono? She's the ideal partner to begin with, don't you think? Okay. Sayaka's room was to the left. Here we go. I guess I should press the doorbell. Ding dong.
Listen.
Doorbell? I'm so anxious. I really am afraid. Should I talk to Sayaka for a while? Yeah. Are you going to try and cheer me up?
Sorry.
Sorry for making you take time out of your day like this. I did my best to comfort Sayaka. Oh, Sayaka and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Sayaka a present? I don't think I have anything. Makoto, do you think you can make time for the two of us to talk? I thought we were just talking, but you know, sure, the music changed, so of course it has to be plot important, right? What's wrong? Why are you being so formal? Well, it's just... I guess it was kind of formal. But it's just because I know I can count on you. Huh? Having you by my side really makes me feel a lot better. If you weren't here with me, I just don't know what I'd do. I'd be lost.
But that's why...
I hate that we had to meet again under such awful conditions, but I'm relieved you're with me. Sayaka. Standing here face to face and hearing her say that, it's nice, but kind of embarrassing at the same time. I know how you feel. You being here is what saved me. Really? Thank you for the flattery. That smile. That mysterious smile that softens my heart. I really wasn't flattering her. That smile saved me. But it's kind of strange, you know? I never thought I'd get a chance to really talk to you like this. All through middle school, you never talked to me. In fact, you never even looked at me. That's because you were like a celebrity. I couldn't just go around staring at you. Wait, how do you know I never looked at you?
Hey,
Because I looked at you all the time. I legitimately think Sayaka might have had a crush on me in middle school. Maybe she's like trying to inch her make her crush a little bit more prominent now. Huh? I was also always looking for an opportunity to talk to you. You wanted to talk to me? But since I always had so many people around me, we ended up graduating without saying a word. That was one of my biggest regrets. But why me? Do you remember, during our first year of junior high, that huge bird wandered into the school ponds? Actually, now that I think about it, I do sort of remember something like that. It was like out of a fairy tale. The turtle once every 1,000,000 years. That bird once every 1,000. A huge bird wandered into the school pond during our first year of junior high. I think it might have been a sparrow, heron, and a crane. I think it was a crane because there is an old, like, Japanese, like, folklore tale that was a crane. So, it was a crane. It just walked right into the pond.
okay.
That's right. That's what it was. It was so big the teacher had no idea what to do. But you led it to the forest behind the school. You helped it find its way out. Well, only because I was already in charge of taking care of animals at the school. They made me do it.
You see,
I should have said thank you then, but is it okay if I do it now? Thank me. I'm that crane, you see. I've come to return the favor. Here, let me make you a cloak. This is the folktale. Just kidding. Like, yeah, the boy or man or something helped heal a crane's, injury, and the crane came back as a human and was like, oh, I didn't thank you then, let me thank you now, all that kind of stuff. And the crane made a cloak or a coat, something for the man out of their feathers. Yeah, I kind of figured.
but
Honestly, though, I was so impressed. That's why I always wanted to talk to you, even just once. I never imagined this would be how I got my chance. Yeah, if we'd meet again as at a train station somewhere downtown, that'd make for a nice dramatic reunion. But instead, it's this weird school. Maybe, but still. I'm sure you'll help me find my way out. Just like that crane, you'll save me.
you see,
It's just intuition, I know, but I still believe it. I'm going to save her. I'll do my best, I promise that. I'll make sure it's more than just intuition. If there's anything I can do, I'm going to do it. I believe you. Besides, my intuition always turns out to be right.
like I said, I'm psychic.
Me? Because I'm psychic. Kidding. She laughed out loud as she said it. The closer we get, the stronger that smiles of hers makes me. I was glad to feel that way. Sarah's report card has been updated based on your experience with her. You just unlocked the skill Melodious Voice. Give yourself a pat on the back, you've earned it. Alright, on 3 everybody. Pat our backs. 1, 2, 3. Great. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. Nighttime it is.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Today has already come to an end. But I swear, tomorrow I'm going to find some kind of clue. I swear. As my eyelids began to slide close, the conversation I'd had with Sayaka that morning began to replay. In a way, it's almost frustrating. Even if I understand where her desperation is coming from, I can't share in it. The pressure she's under is way different from anything a normal high schooler like me goes through. She didn't just stumble into the school the way I did. So I can't say I feel things the way she does. Pardon me. Compared to her? No. Compared to everyone else here, there's no doubt I just don't match up. I guess that might explain my own frustration. Monokuma Theater. So I'm sure that you've noticed the killing game has begun, but there's still room for a little laughter. It seems our new students, already so filled with despair, still have some hope for escape. So when will it begin? When will their hope begin to die? Is it time yet? Is it time?
Pounding excitement. Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
Morning has come. What should I do today? Seriously, immediately free time? Well, I would like to eat, but I mean, I'm a fictional character. I don't really want to hang out with Sayaka. I kind of want to hang out with everyone. Who's... Oh! Okay, I was gonna say, whoever I see first, I will hang out with. Leon! Pal, buddy, I'm up to your tum-tum. Let us hang out.
Hey, you bastard!
What are you doing, Makoto? We gotta hurry up and find a way out of here. Should I hang out with Leon for a while? Yeah.
Is it, like...
You're not trying to get me alone so you can kill me, are ya?
You...
My fans will go will all go psycho on you if you do. I'm as popular as any international superstar. But if you're not gonna murder me, then let's hang out. I don't really want to be alone anyway. I spent some time with Leon. Leon and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Leon a present? I have the thing. Sorry, dude. I'm not even afraid anymore. Now I'm just pissed off.
Hey, you bastard!
Why? Why is this happening to me? This isn't fair, man. I mean, am I wrong? Oh, yeah, it really isn't.
Hey!
Right? Totally unfair. Ultra unfair. Just like having to shave my head right before every baseball game. Well, I mean, you chose to do that, right?
You...
Oh man, are you against me now too? I didn't even want to play. The coach and all the teachers begged me, so I did it. And then they made me shave my head just cause it's tradition. Is that fair? You really hate baseball that much, huh? Damn straight I do. Who has fun running around on a dusty field for 3 hours? But for baseball players, the field is like sacred ground, isn't it? But it's so not cool. Spending all that time at practice getting covered in sweat and dirt.
Hey, listen!
It's just baseball, right? It's easy. Who needs practice? I think the gods picked the wrong person to bless with that much talent.
Oh, yeah?
Still, I gotta admit, baseball wasn't all bad. It did have a few things going for it. Yeah, right? Like the feeling of camaraderie between you and your teammates.
Seriously?
Nah, nothing like that. I can't stand being around a bunch of sweaty guys. So totally uncool. Then what did you like about it? Well, I hate studying, right? But I still got into this super fancy school on a sports scholarship. As long as I kept playing, I never had to study. And besides that, it made me super popular with the ladies. Booyah! You jealous? I got to third base in more ways than one, if you know what I'm saying. Just kidding. Got plenty more where that came from. I'll tell you more about it next time. Anyway, let's hang out again sometime. Talking to you helps keep our minds off this place. With a smile on his face and a spring in his step, Leon strolled away. Not really sure why, but I guess Leon likes hanging out with me. Yay, it's been updated. You just unlocked the skill Robot Jock. Give yourself a pat on the back, you've earned it. Alright, everybody, let's give ourselves a pat on the back. Three. Yes. Once we were all done, I headed back to my room for a little while. So, I don't want to hang out with Sayaka again, and I hung out with Leon, so... Okay, so it looks like I might get another free time event. So, first person I see who aren't one of those two, I will hang out with. There's still a lot of time left in the day. I really don't feel like just sitting here. Maybe I'll take a look around. Area, yes please. It wasn't her. Oh. Other way! Is there anybody around here? Is there literally like nobody? Maybe they're in their rooms. Oh, Sakura! Hello. You and I will hang out. Makoto, Actually, never mind. So what did you want? Yes, let us spend time with Sakura.
Well then.
You know, Makoto, you seem a little thin for a man. Well, maybe it's because I'm actually a woman. There's a woman behind the screen, Sakura. How about I help you bulk up a bit? Sakura subjected me to a harsh, borderline cruel training session. Sakura and I grew a little closer today. Would you like to give Sakura a present? I have nothing to give. My post-training break is the most relaxing time of my day. The sensation of your muscles cooling down after heating up during a workout is the only true reward. No matter how many times I experience it, I never get tired of it. Do you exercise every morning, Sakura? Unless there are errands that I absolutely can't get out of. Yes, I always do my training. If I don't, I feel restless for the rest of the day. But I'm amazed you can do it every single day. Doesn't it get tough? I can't say I've ever seen it as tough. It's also that I can get stronger, after all. And I have to keep on getting stronger because my destiny is to fight. Your destiny is to fight? From the day I was born, I've been fighting. Heaven sent me to live as its champion. She sounds like one of those, like, people who speak in, like, riddles or tongues or whatever. Like, they say stuff and, like, I mean, it always has a deeper meaning. It's like, dude, please, English. And that's one heck of a legend. My father was my master, and my every waking moment was spent with him learning to fight. As a child, I sparred with boxing champions and hit the mat with wrestling gold medalists. I was no match for them when I first began, of course. But before long, they were no match for me. You mean you actually started beating people like that? I'd say my specialty is solid stand-up then. I'd say my specialty is solid stand-up that transitions into grappling and a strong ground game. That's kind of what barbarians do. They'll just, like, hang on and try to get some meat. Essentially, it's a complete approach. Anything else just wouldn't make sense. You can only become the best by reaching the top of each discipline, then fusing them all together. Stand-up fighting, grappling, and a strong ground game, that can only be Jiu-Jitsu, Aikido. It sounds like mixed martial arts, honestly. You're basically a mixed martial arts fighter, right?
Of course.
That's right. It's the most effective real-world fighting style, which is why I chose it. I don't want to just be the best in competitions. I want to be the strongest human on Earth. I wouldn't bet against you, that's for sure. But aren't you already the best?
Well.
No, not yet. There's still someone I have to surpass. Really? Until I can beat him, I'll never become the strongest. Her father? Because she did say her father was her master. You mean there's someone out there stronger than you? Maybe I'll tell you about it another time, if the opportunity presents itself. Sakura didn't make a sound as she left. I honestly can't believe there's someone out there stronger than Sakura. Even if they're real, can they really be human? Sakura support card. My maximum number of skill points has increased. Dope, I guess. I head back to my room for a little while. Sorry, cracking my neck. I've been sitting in this position for like hours. Oh, pardon me.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
The third day has already come to an end. When will I... No. We. When are we gonna get out of here? I laid on my bed and stared blankly at the ceiling. And before I knew it, I'd fallen into an uneasy sleep. Money for the theater. I need an immediate fast-acting pick-me-up. If it doesn't act now, it's the same as giving in to regrets. What do you think guides the world? Speed, of course. That's why Formula 1 drivers are so popular. Any idiots can accomplish something if they take it slow. Even a human piece of excrement could create a masterpiece if they spent their entire life on it. Someone who does things in a timely fashion is both wise and admirable. Straight is better than a curve or an angle. Freestyle is better than a backstroke or breaststroke. Drive-through is better than sit-down. A semi-comic artist is smarter than a graphic novelist. What I'm saying is, speed is the gold standard of the standard world.
Which is why I said I need that pick-me-up.
Meanwhile, 0.00002 seconds later.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I woke up to the irritating sound of Monokuma's voice. I slowly pulled myself out of bed. Gah. Another night of restless sleep. Day after day, I can feel the fatigue piling up. As soon as the thought had crossed my mind, the sound of the doorbell forced its way into my room. Who is here today?
Hey!
It's Taka. Fantastic morning. Fantastic morning, isn't it? Taka? Now then, you'll pardon the interruption. Without waiting for a reply, Taka barged into my room. Do you need something, bud? What's up, Taka? No matter how intensely the storm seas may batter me, I will not fall as long as my feet are firmly planted. You agree, right? I'm not sure I understand.
Without a doubt.
And if you can't do it alone, just find someone to support you and you can support them back.
You hear me?
That's how you can overcome any storm. I was thinking about it last night, and I decided we all need to really come together. And that was when I realized, every morning from now on, after the morning announcements, everyone should have breakfast together.
Quiet down and listen!
And now is the beginning of that fateful day. Please, head to the dining hall at your earliest convenience. My earliest convenience would be 3 p.m.
Got it!
That's all for now. I have to go and let everyone else know the good news. Taka didn't even wait for a reply. He turned and left before I could say a thing. I guess I better head to the dining hall. Alright, let's go. Okay, so he went to sleep with somebody else. Got it. Okay, so you want to go still here.
Listen to me!
Looks like everyone's here. So then, let's begin our very first breakfast meeting.
Quiet down and listen!
Everyone, thank you for making time in your busy schedules to come together.
Give me a break.
I didn't make time for shit. You dragged me here. And I already mentioned this earlier, but in order to get out of here, it is essential that we all cooperate with each other. And the first step is this breakfast and meetings to allow us to become friends and build trust. So from now on, let's all meet here in the dining hall every morning after the morning announcements. Now then, let's eat. Do you want me to eat breakfast with other people? I've never done that before, I'm not sure.
I mean, seriously?
Yeah, it's been a while for me too.
But more important,
Well, anyway, did anyone happen to come up with any clues? A silence echoed throughout the dining hall.
seriously?
Nothing at all?
Hey,
Anything. It can be about how to get out or who's doing this. Nobody has anything?
Are you okay with this?
You are going to die.
huh?
Do you understand?
If you can't stop yourself from showing weakness in front of others, you will die.
Stop it!
What the hell? Don't even freaking joke about that. I am not joking. Adaptability is survivability. Did I not say so? So you better hurry up and adapt to your new life here.
What the hell is this?
Have you ever gone completely insane? Adapt to my new life here? Do you have any idea what you're saying?
What?
Yeah, sounds like the girl
What?
wants to live here. And hell, power to her. But shit.
Piece of shit!
No way in hell am I living here. I'm getting out of here. I don't give a shit. Sure, feel free. Okay, so nobody has any clues.
What the heck?
One thing I can tell you is who's behind all this. Someone who's totally weird and messed up. Why else would we be trapped in here in the first place?
Hey, listen.
Well, sure, it could be something like that, but for right now, actual clues are. What's up? If you think in terms of people who are really abnormal or bizarre, do you think maybe the person responsible for all this could be a certain murderous fiend? I'm sorry, what? A murderous fiend? Chihiro, do you have ideas? Do you have some idea who might be behind all this? Well, maybe. I mean, I can't really be certain, but...
Got it!
Certainty is not a concern right now. I'll allow whatever remarks you may have.
You know?
Okay, well... Have you guys heard of Genocide Jack? You mean the serial killer that's been in the news and all over the internet? The monstrous villain who's murdered scores of victims in brutally bizarre fashion. The word bloodlust was left at each murder scene written in the victim's own blood. Whoever it is, he's like a ghost. He strikes without warning and disappears without a trace. And on the internet, they started calling him Genocide Jack. That about covers it, I think. And they say he's claimed over 1,000 victims. That's just an urban legend though, right? I mean, even like 10 people would be totally insane. Anyway, whoever Genocide Jack really is, he's obviously some kind of super crazy killer.
Huh?
And if he really is this ultimate psycho, I wouldn't be surprised if he put together something like this.
But
But like I said, I can't be certain. I don't have any evidence or anything. It's just a thought.
Hey, hold on.
But if they're the killer, isn't that like a killer of a problem for us?
yeah,
It's okay. Everything's absolutely, positively, 100% without a doubt gonna be okay. Cause help's gonna be here soon. I'm sure of it. Help?
because I mean,
You've been stuck here for a few days already, right? Nobody's been able to contact us, so I'm sure they're getting worried. I bet they called the police already. Yeah, after at least 24 hours. Like, they know they went to school. But yeah, it's been like 2 or 3 days. So definitely families will start getting worried and call the police.
What's this?
The police? You're putting your faith in the police? Bastard! What are you doing here?
You guys?
You guys, seriously, do you understand what role the police exist to fill? All they're good for is being a foul, playing against a villain or anti-hero or evil organization. Being a foil. And clearly, being brutal to people who aren't white. Bad guys come along and destroy them, and that shows just how badass they really are. Are you sure you want to rely on such an unreliable group of losers? I mean, come on, if you really want to get out of here, all you got to do is kill.
What the hell?
Why the hell are you laughing?
You know?
I'm just impressed at the total commitment to this whole act.
come on.
You're still going on about that?
You're fucking dead.
So Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard, what the hell do you want?
Huh?
Mr. Serial Killer Psycho Freak Bastard, huh? That's a pretty long name. German maybe?
Hey, come on.
We know who you really are. Maybe if I ignore him, he'll just go away.
You son of a bitch.
Don't ignore me, asshole. Okay, let's get back to business. The life here has already begun, and a couple of days have gone by, and nobody's killing anybody. thought all you kids were lazy and selfish, and here you are working together. But I'm totally bored. There's nothing you can say that'll make us start killing each other.
I got it!
Wait, I think, yes! Ding, ding, ding. I figured it out.
In other words,
All the necessary ingredients are here, right people, right place, so why hasn't anyone killed anyone yet? That's what I couldn't understand, but I just realized there was one very important piece missing. What are you? If you want to know, I'll tell ya. It's motive. It's so simple. I just have to give everyone a motive.
Stop fucking
Motive?
around.
What the fuck are you talking about?
hey,
Oh, by the way, there's something I want to show you guys.
You son of a
Stop
bitch.
changing the goddamn subject. I have a little video I'd like you all to see. Oh, but don't.
how exciting!
Oh, but don't worry. It's not some pervy adult video or anything. Seriously, it's nothing like that. It's a very special video for each of you showing what's going on out. Special video for each of you showing what's going on outside the school. Outside the school? What are you talking about?
Hello.
Oh, Master's so patient today. Why don't we just watch it and find out? Here in the school, there's a specific place you can go that has everything you need to watch the video.
Correct.
Good. Then we can watch the video. Then we can go watch the video right now. But before we do that, I'd like to know, what are you? Why would you do something like this? What do you want from us? What do I want from you? Well, if you must know.
Just fair. That's all. Well now.
If you want to know more than that, you'll have to figure it out for yourselves. Do whatever you need to uncover the mystery hidden within the school. I won't try to stop you. Because, to be honest, it's entertaining as heck watching you guys search so desperately for answers. So I got some amusement from you too. He's gone. Once again, he left before we could find out anything useful.
Is that right?
Really? I think we learned something very useful. He has no intention of standing in the way of our pursuit of the truth. Interesting.
However,
Perhaps, but what about the video he mentioned? I'm very curious to see what's on it.
that's true.
Samir. Okay, so Walter started glancing around the dining hall, but when his gaze landed on me, he stopped.
Hell yeah.
Hey, Makeda, check this out for us, would you? Huh? Why me?
Yo,
Because you're the closest to the door. That's the rule, right? Rule?
Jesus Christ.
Hey.
Piece of shit!
Hey!
Stop fucking
You see
around.
how passionately I'm begging you? What's the big deal? Just check it out real quick. Okay, I guess I'll get going then.
Hell yeah.
Awesome, thanks. I owe you one.
Hey,
If Makoto's going, I'm going with him. It's not safe to walk around this place alone.
Yo,
Yeah, sure thing. Then we're counting on the both of you. If anything happens, just yell and I'll come a-running. I can't decide if Mono is totally dependable or completely terrible. Yeah, I'd have to say he's kind of both. He's not exactly a bad person, but I definitely can't say he's a good person either. So then, where's the specific place Monokuma mentions? It must be somewhere you can watch DVDs, but if it's a place set up to watch DVDs, then it has to be the AV room, and it was through here, I believe. Good go. Here's the classrooms I went to. That's the red door. AV room, right? Yeah. Huh? There's something inside this cardboard box. It's a bunch of DVDs. And each one has a label on it with someone's name. This is supposed to be the video for each of us he mentions.
hold on a
I
second.
better go tell everyone. She just ran off. I didn't follow after her and just sit there where I was. The DVDs in front of me had robbed me of all awareness. I was rooted in place. I think I see something. Do I have to search through the box? It's a cardboard box the DVDs are in. Okay. Next to the monitor is a high-end DVD player. I'll probably play those DVDs no problem. Maybe I'll just watch mine real quick before everyone else gets here. I sorted through the DVDs I'd found in the box and found the one with my name written on it. Then I slid it into the expensive-looking player. I sat down and stared intently at the darkened screen, and then... Is that my family? I yelled out without realizing it, and my heart started racing. Because what I saw on that monitor It was my family. Aww.
You getting picked to attend Hope's Peak Academy is like a dream come true. Make sure you do your best.
Man, what a happy, loving family. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm so proud of you, son. But remember, don't push yourself too hard.
Are you really watching this, Makoto? Good luck, okay?
If it had ended there, that would have been fine. A message of love and support. After leaving my family behind to attend Hope's Peak, it would have given me hope, given me strength. If this was a normal school, I would have been happy, if a little embarrassed. With my family's support to rely on, I would have been motivated to do even better. But here, now, it was totally different. I wasn't living an ordinary school life, so I had a pretty strong feeling that the video wasn't going to end there. I hated having that feeling, but it turned out I was absolutely right. Oh no. Oh no. This time, I couldn't even make a sound. My voice just died. Where'd everyone go? It looks like a war zone or something. As if in reply, a voice came floating out of the speakers. I recognized the voice. Of course it was him.
Makoto Naegi, accepted into Hope's Peak Academy, and his family, who supported such a lucky boy. But it seems like something's happened to this family's well-being. Oh boy, this is bad. What could have possibly happened to this family's well-being?
Look for the answer after graduation. Oof. What is this? What happens, everyone? I started trembling. I could feel the fear and anger building up inside me, like hot magma. God damn it! I slammed my fist against the desk over and over again. A single thought was racing through my mind. What else? How could I think about anything else? I have to get out of here. I have to get out right now. I need to make sure everyone's safe. Makoto? What happens? Make sure who's safe. I noticed everyone standing around the entrance to the AV room. They stared at me, faces full of confusion. What's going on? Without a word, I pointed to the cardboard box.
Is it, like...
Is that what Monokuma was talking about?
What does this mean?
What's on there? They all gathered around the box and each of them grabbed the DVD with their name on it. One by one, they each rushed to a monitor. It didn't take long for them to react.
What the?
What the fuck? This can't be real, right? It has to be fake, right?
Hey, hold on.
Yeah, no way it's real. No way. I can't take it anymore. I can't take this anymore. Let me out of here. As soon as I saw the reactions, I knew they'd all seen something like what I'd seen. Nobody even bothered trying to hide their fear and confusion. Except for her. Even now, she was totally calm. I see. So this is what he meant by motive. He wants to fuel our desire to leave so that we're more likely to start killing each other.
Yes, indeed.
It's the classic prisoner's dilemma. Huh? Let me use an example. Imagine two countries are on the brink of war. But both countries want peace, and each commits to scaling back their forces as a sign of good faith. But there's a chance that one country may betray the other, so each country fears lowering their guard. The result is that neither scales back their forces, and they both end up betraying each other. That was like the Cold War, right? Between America and Russia? Like they were talking about their nuclear weapons and all that kind of stuff, and instead of like not making nuclear weapons, they just made more.
Do you understand?
In other words, the fear of invisible treachery becomes the greatest enemy of stability. That kind of sounds like us right now. Everyone says they'll work together, but in our hearts, we're all afraid someone might betray us. Don't get those awful thoughts in our head. That's exactly what they want us to do.
Huh?
You can say that, but maybe you're thinking that once everyone drops their guard, you can just... What
is this?
Hey.
This is exactly what Monokuma, or whoever's behind this, wants. They want us to fight, don't you see? Yeah, you're right. We all need to calm down.
So then.
Okay then, maybe we should start by all just talking? Maybe if we all just talk about what we saw, that'll help get everything out of our system. Besides, I think we're all super curious, right? I wonder what was in everyone's videos. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't curious. Hey, Sayaka? What was in your video? Sayaka?
What's your problem?
What's wrong? Just hurry up and Please tell us. Sayaka? I gently placed my hand on her shoulder. Stop it! She pushed my hand away and suddenly ran off. Huh? Sayaka?
That's enough.
Let her go. I can't do that. I have to go make sure she's okay. I hate romantic comedies like this. I don't care what happens to her personally.
What?
That's because you're totally thoughtless. I'm really worried. Then why don't you go do whatever you think you have to? We don't all have to stick around here together, right?
I hope you are well.
Speaking of which, I have my own things to take care of. Goodbye. Everyone went their separate ways, but I don't have time to worry about them right now. I have to go find Sayaka. Okay, let's go because she's not in the AV room. Where could she have gone? She can't have gone very far. I should check around the school. Okay, there's Aoi. Don't think she'd be in the Starfin Hall. Impulse kind of like a Resident Evil door opening thing. So there's only Leon there. She wouldn't be in the nurse's office or upstairs. I don't think it's proper for me to check the girls' bathroom. There's Junko. Okay, it doesn't look like she's here either. Oof. Where could she be? The only other, like, real place I could think of would be a room, right? There's my room. Here, it's Sayaka's room. Maybe Sayaka's in her room? Sayaka? No answer. I guess I'll have to keep looking. Okay, well she's in her room. I don't think she'd be in the dining hall. Not in the bath. Why would she be doing her laundry? Maybe she's in one of the classrooms? This blackboard belongs to us now, Secret Beauty. She's not here. Oh, the music stopped. Found you! I found her in one corner of an empty classroom. She was sitting in a chair, hands on her knees, staring absently at the floor. Ugh, she looks like maybe she was upset, or angry, or... no. She didn't have any expression at all. There was nothing on her face that you could call emotion. It was as if her original mask had been stripped away. Sayaka? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Actually, no. How can I possibly be fine? What did we do to end up like this? Why are they doing such terrible things to us? Oh no, let me out of here right now. Sayaka, calm down. As she thrust around, I grabbed her by the shoulders. Huh? I understand. I know how you feel right now when I think what might have happened to my family. But now, more than ever, we have to stay calm. This is exactly what they want. They want us to lose our composure and stop thinking rationally. Think about it. Those videos have to be fake. Because if those things really had happened, people out there would be in an uproar. Our families, the police, everyone, right? So let's just calm down, okay? Otherwise, we've already lost. I know I was trying to convince myself just as much as her. I kept repeating those words to myself to clear away the images that had been burned into my brain. Be calm, okay? Just be calm. As long as we work together, I'm sure we can find some way out of here. And help might even come before that. But what if there isn't a way out? What if help never comes? If that happens, then I'll get you out of here myself, no matter what it takes. When I said that, I paused. I had no idea what had come over me.
Sayaka?
Please, help me.
Her voice was small and shaky.
Why? Why is this happening to me? To kill or be killed? I just can't take this anymore.
Oof.
Sayaka.
Finally, she raised her face up from my chest. She looks at me with those big, wet eyes of hers.
Makoto!
Can I believe what you said? Huh? That you'll help me get out? No matter what it takes? Absolutely.
Makoto!
You're the only one I can trust. So please.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
Huh? Of course I'll be there for you. No matter what, I'm always on your side. I mean, you are my assistant after all.
Makoto.
Thank you, Makoto. Hearing you say that, I feel like I can keep going. I can get through this, as long as you're here with me.
Because I'm your assistant.
Like you said, I'm your assistant. The smile I'd come to know so well returned to her face. It felt a little forced, but still, it was a huge improvement over how she was before.
Hey! Hey!
It's standing up! Yeah! Makoto, it's standing up! What's standing up?
Come on!
Do you even have to ask? Yes. Your flagpole. Get the hell out of here.
Just a minute.
No, I want to join in. Damn it, well, if you won't leave, then tell us what the hell is up with those videos. It's about to come out. It's gonna come out. The pristine, pure white stuffing. My honest, innocent stuffing is about to come gushing out. I balled up my fists, took aim, and swung as hard as I could. I had never put so much energy into a single motion before in my life. I leaned back, channeling all my power, and let go with everything I had. What? Are you okay? If I hadn't avoided your punch, you would have just violated school regulations.
Hey!
But boy, are you slow. I could have done a $1,000 full course in the time it took you to finish your swing. For speed, agility, alertness, passion, boldness, sense of despair, antagonization, it's all lacking. What the heck was that just now? You just wanted to mess with us. Well, for now, you want to just head back? Yeah. Monokuma had come along and swiftly destroyed the good mood we'd just created. Sayaka and I headed back to the dorms. You should get some rest, Sayaka. You still look pretty shaken.
Sorry.
I'm sorry for making you worry about me. You're right, I'm going to lay down for a bit. With a nod and a small bow, she disappeared into her room. Now on my own, I headed off to tell everyone that Sayaka was okay. Once that was done, I decided to go back to my room. It was hard to think after watching that deranged video. I needed some rest of my own. Jeez. Seriously, what's going on here? There's just so many problems. I can't even decide what the biggest problem is. That we're trapped in here? That's what I saw in that video. That what I saw in that video might be real? Monokuma? What the mastermind has in store for us? Or are we our biggest problem? I want to get out of here, but I can never kill someone. Do the others all feel the same? Yeah, that's definitely the biggest problem right now. Huh? When I opened my eyes, they darted immediately to the clock. It's almost 10 o'clock. I fell asleep without even realizing it. Nighttime's about to start. So how come someone's here? Oh, it's
Sorry.
Sayaka. I'm really sorry it's come by so late. Sayaka? Sayaka, what are you doing out so late? That's when I noticed. Her body was trembling. Is everything okay?
It was so strange.
Sorry to bother you, but something really weird just happened. Something weird?
Makoto.
Just a little while ago. Oh. Just a little while ago, I was laying down in my room. Oh, Pretty sure it's supposed to be it. And all of a sudden, my door started rattling and shaking. Her voice sounded like all the air had been squeezed out of her lungs. Just hearing her talk made me tense
I
up.
was so scared.
It was like someone was trying to force the door open. My door was locked so they couldn't get in, of course. But they started shaking the door harder and harder. I was so scared I couldn't even move. So what happened? After a while, it just stopped. I let some time go by, then I got up and opened the door to check outside.
Makoto.
But there was nobody there. Someone tried to force their way into your room? But who would do something like that?
I mean...
It's not like I'm suspicious of anyone here, but still, it makes me nervous. What if something like that happens in the middle of the night? What would I do then? You don't have to worry about that, right? I mean, we can't go outside during nighttime. But that's just a promise we made, right? If someone decided to break that promise. Well, also, if you lock the door can't be lockpick, and even if it was, that's a violation of the school regulations. But, whatever. Then, why don't you stay in my room for tonight? Would that make you feel a little better?
Huh?
What? All it said in the school regulations was that we had to sleep in the dorm rooms, right? It didn't say specifically which room each person had to sleep in, so...
Hey,
But two people sharing one room is... you know... oh jeez, I'm sorry, I didn't even think about that. Honestly, that didn't even cross my mind. No, I know, me either. Me either. It's not even that I mind the idea, but... if you don't mind, could we maybe switch rooms? Just for tonight? Switch rooms? If it'll help put your mind at ease, then it's totally fine with me. But I don't mind you staying in my room, but are you sure you're okay with me staying in yours? That doesn't, like, concern you? It's fine, I trust you. In that case, then...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Oh man, it's already nighttime? Okay, so it's settled. I'll head to your room right now. Oh, if we're gonna trade rooms, we better trade keys too. Oh, that's right, we'll have to trade keys. Again?
like I said, I'm psychic.
Huh? Hey, aren't you gonna say you were just kidding? What if I wasn't just kidding? Something resembling a smile had made its way onto her face. Thank goodness, it looks like she's already starting to get back to normal. Okay, we'd better trade keys then. Yep, let's do it. We exchanged keys, and when I looked back up at her again, there was another worried expression. Makoto, please be careful. If someone comes to the door, don't open it, no matter what. I won't. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? Oh, by the way, just so you know, my bathroom door tends to get stuck. There's a little trick to opening it. You have to turn the knob, then lift up on the door while you pull it out. Just do that. Just do that, and the door should open no problem. Pardon me? Okay, but the showers don't work during nighttime anyway, right? Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. But I guess I might use it when I get up in the morning, so thank you. Oh, well, I'd better get going. See you tomorrow, Sayaka.
Hey,
Oh, and about what I said before. When I said I was psychic, it really was a joke. Honestly, I'm just very perceptive. Yeah, I know. Good night, then. See you in the morning. Sayaka gave me one last parting smile, and I headed off to my quote-unquote room. I looked around as soon as I got out into the hall. Everyone else's doors were closed. There was no sign of life. Good, then nobody's here. Making sure nobody was around to spot me, I rushed into Sayaka's room. So this is Sayaka's room. It really doesn't look any different from mine. It smells nice though. I better not leave the room. My room came with the toolkit, but Sayaka has a sewing kit just like the note said. And next to it is the map of the body's vital organs. If I remember right, all the girls' private bathrooms have locks on them. I'm a little reluctant to go in. It's kind of weird to dig through other people's trash, but I couldn't help taking a quick peek. There wasn't any doubt about it. It was the DVD with her name on it we found in the AV room. It reminds me, I never did get a chance to find out what was in her video. But it's probably best if I wait until she brings it up again. I don't think Sayaka would like me snooping around too much. I should probably go to bed soon. As I lowered myself onto Sayaka's bed, a pleasant fragrance enveloped me. Sayaka's scent. Maybe it'll bring me some sweet dreams. Feeling a little better than before, I fell asleep. Monokuma Theater. Imagine you're on a big spaceship in the middle of an intergalactic adventure. You've heard of Noah's Ark, right? We're sort of like that. We've set sail and left Earth behind. Here, you don't have to worry about crazy neighbors, corrupt cops, drunk divers, or pyromaniacs. You don't have to worry about the ozone layer or asthma-inducing air pollution. And of course, you don't have to stress about studying for finals or practicing for the big game, but even our divided world of freedom has a few rules. After all, freedom can only exist because of rules. If you're really dead set on returning to that tiny piece of dog poop you call Earth, please do your best to follow the rules. I hope I've made myself perfectly clear.
So then, let's everyone do our best to follow these new guidelines and live happily ever after together!
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
I sat up, still half asleep, and rubbed my eyes slowly. I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Sayaka's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I better get going. I left Sayaka's room and made my way toward the dining hall. Oh, okay. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone who had arrived on time could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late.
Yo.
Sorry I'm late. My makeup just would not cooperate this morning.
Well,
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty took a little longer than usual. For the types with a more relaxed sense of time, most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad, my bad.
My bad, guys. Slept right through my alarm.
What's your problem?
Is it so awful to be a little late?
Yo!
I didn't oversleep, just so you know. Nope, got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. So I don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kind to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to go. Wait, aren't we still missing some people? Yeah, Sayaka and Byakuya aren't here yet. Don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Sayaka in the model high schooler category. So for her to be so late...
What?
What's going on? Did something happen?
Yo.
Hey man, have you seen Sayaka? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about our breakfast promise?
However,
I got the sense she always had her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small dark speck of unease rose up inside of me, and that speck started to grow quickly. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I'd let Sayaka stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that one night, the room had been completely transformed. What the hell? I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. Oh no. Oh no, honey. Oh, honey. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then everything went black. To survive deadly life. Okay. Well. I think that is a good, alright, okay spot to leave off for today. Sorry that the video was so long. I didn't mean to make it this long. I thought it would be a lot quicker, but it didn't. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing, please. I don't only do gameplays, I also do speed paints. I've been doing those a lot recently. I might do some animations later, who knows. And I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time of day it is, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!